Hey guys, it's me again. I know I just posted a video recently, not super recently, but recently enough, but I figured I'd actually give you guys some more content. One of the projects that I've been working on that I'm willing to share with you all on this channel is I am still working on the repeating melody AU, aka the FNAF AU, with my first ever FNAF animatronic OC back from middle school. You know, the I call it the revamp project in my head, but its official name is like Repeating Melody FNAF AU. Currently, this video is focused on third most important animatronic from this series, Friendship Foxy. I know it's a stupid name, but the animatronic's official product line is the Friendly Fazbear Gang. And it's supposed to sound corny and kiddie because it is supposed to be a more child-friendly reboot of the franchise, because not like I'm rebooting it, like in universe it's supposed to be, oh, they're shorter, they're safer, they're cuter, they're super friendly. These are the Friendly Fazbear Gang animatronics, everyone. Aren't they just so cute? So yeah, he's called Friendship Foxy, and as you can probably imagine, yes, they all have that silly name. It's Friendship Foxy, Friendship Freddy, Friendship Chica, and Friendship Bonnie. And in this reboot, there was also a Friendship Spring Bonnie, which was the official name, and Friendship Fredbear. So I would love nothing more but to get into the story of Friendship Fredbear and how he became Goldie. This episode isn't about him. This episode is about Friendship Foxy, or for simplicity, because such a mouthful, I'm just calling him Foxy. And especially because all the in-universe people are only going to call him Foxy, since the title of the animatronic is kind of redundant, except for us FNAF enjoyers, who can be like, oh yeah, Toy Foxy, Funtime Foxy, you know, that sort of silliness. So what makes Foxy the third most important animatronic? Well, besides Melody, who doesn't even get the friendship label because she's a unique animatronic to this franchise, Friendship Foxy has the most character development of all the animatronics throughout the series. At the beginning of the series, most of the animatronics are not going to change personality or go through much, but Foxy gets put through an emotional ringer. And yes, I do notice at this point that, like, I forgot to give him elbow joints, so it's just like he's just one big sausage for an arm, but that's something I'll have to fix later. And I'm going to tell the parts about this version of Foxy that I can without getting into spoilers, and then the next video will contain spoilers. Well, the first thing I'd like to mention is, like I mentioned, these animatronics have a free chip system. One is a memory card, the other one is their personality chip that comes with all their software and their security functions and all that fun stuff. And the last slot is for basically all the information about how to play a specific instrument and performance routines. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge that these aren't actually chips. They're basically just hard drives, or I forgot the what you call when you put outside information into a new device. The reason why they are removable is that if one of them gets corrupted, they can simply take it out and then replace them. And if a memory card gets too full, they can archive it. And if a performance needs to be edited to appeal to a new audience, it could be simply removed without having to put the animatronic out of commission for a long time. So, like, let's say the animatronic needs to change its routine, but still is needed on the stage. It will be allowed to go out and will still be able to talk and stuff and hang out, but it won't be able to do its normal performances. Or at least normal performances that it doesn't already have memorized from its memory card. That sort of thing. I think it's a really cool concept. They're only called chips for convenience sake, because, I mean, Illusion Disc, you know what I mean? Like these aren't really technical names. This is just what the company calls them and all that fun stuff. Interesting fact about Foxy is his performance is telling stories, and these stories are sometimes updated or changed to be more interesting, but that's basically his routine. He's more of like a Mr. Hippo type character who like does a bit of storylines and that sort of stuff. He doesn't actually like sing, and he just like has a few songs where he'll hum or he'll say a sea chanty, but it's not a lot of music. But it's not that he doesn't do music sometimes. Sometimes he does drum performances, but that's only if someone else from the main stage is missing and he needs to replace them as a backup instrument. While the other animatronics all have a chip dedicated to making them act as a backup singer or the main singer in case Freddy is out of commission, and then an instrument, Foxy's the only one who canonically does not have a singing chip. Well, I mean, Melody also doesn't have a singing chip, just because her endo only has 2 slots, because again, it is a incorrect endo. All of the other Fazbear animatronic endos are basically perfect swaps of each other with certain extensions added by their suits, meaning the suits have mechanical parts that are clip on and then they activate. Basically, you can remove all 3 chips, the memory, the performance, and the personality chip, and then put it into an endoskeleton, and would be exactly the same as the original animatronic in all intents and purposes, meaning that, you know, even the animatronics themselves are swappable. You don't have to worry about like, oh, needing new software. It's basically like, it's like the iCloud sort of situation, but more tangible, so that it doesn't get hacked or manipulated, because Fazbear was worried about that. So basically, at any point, any of the animatronics endoskeletons can be so damaged they can't be used, and the chips will simply just be pulled out and then put into a new endo. But for Melody, that doesn't happen and is a big risk of her, because her unique endoskeleton is what makes her special and allowed the company to not immediately realize something was weird, because she doesn't have a performance chip and she doesn't have a personality chip. She just has the AI learning program of like the duplicated little girl situation and a memory card, which is very limited because these animatronics are not supposed to learn anything other than like names of customers who repeatedly come back, and maybe some staff names, basically just to make them seem a little bit more realistic and a little bit more friendly. Basically, it's kind of like how the Security Breach animatronics are supposed to act. Again, this was created before Security Breach, so again, a funny coincidence. I mean, it even takes place roughly around the time Security Breach could have happened. So you consider this like an alternate universe where Security Breach does not happen, since they basically play the same role and they end equally as bad. But anyways, getting back to specifically Foxy, Foxy is actually pretty butthurt by the fact that he's not programmed to sing very well. And canonically, during his routines where he tells pirate stories and does sing a sea shanty, it's really bad. Like, he's supposed to be like a quirky, funny character, and he hates it, because he wants to be able to sing well like everyone else. And the other animatronics just roll their eyes because they're like, dude, you're already like different than everyone else. You're already special. Stop being such a drama king. And he is all for the drama. He loves musical theater. All the animatronics are programmed to not sing copyrighted material during the day so they don't get in legal trouble, but at nighttime they all listen to their own various different types of music, and Foxy is into pretty much all the musicals. His favorite musical, fun fact, is Heathers. He thinks the story is fun. He just likes the music a lot and will often sing it completely off key. What Melody likes about Foxy is that they both kind of had to learn how to get around the fact they both weren't originally programmed for singing. The only difference is that Melody actually did eventually learn, and with that, I'll see you in part 2.